This episode was made possible by Oppie Oever Guesthouse and Adventures on the banks of the Letaba River in Tsenin. And proudly Meerkat Adventure Bike Forum. It's not what you ride, but that you ride.
Wow, what a morning. Look at it. Sunrise at Lisbon Falls at Bikers Rest. Today we are turning back home. It's going to be a nice one. Ow, everything's aching, man. Ah! Bikers Rest. How long have you been here?
For a year now.
For a year now.
And
you've got a lot of routes here for bikers, eh? For folks like us, adventure riders.
Yes, nice.
And you've got places like we've seen the Casper's Neck. You've got Maripskop from here. Yeah. Blydenfield Canyon. And you've got the whole Graskop, even Hazy View. You've got Sabie. You've got everything.
I've got everything around here. Yeah. We've got the 61 case next to the Kruger Park.
Hey, Kruger Park fence and everything. And everything's a day trip from here.
Everything is a day trip from here. Yeah.
Right next to the river, it's freezing cold in the winter.
But
yeah, what a spot, what a spot.
Nice.
Thank you very much. And I hope a lot of people come and visit Bikers Rest. It's right next to the Lisbon River. Just before you get to the falls, you'll see the sign on the left. Sean,
thank you very much.
I'm going to be here again. It's a nice place if you have to do a couple of loops. Either way, perfect.
To the lovely town of Graskop. And from there, it's a quick hop, skip and a jump to the historic town of Pilgrim's Rest, where we will be enjoying some breakfast.
It's the last day of our adventure on the Dragon's Tail. We've roamed through some of the most beautiful parts of the northern Drakensberg, climbing spectacular peaks, descending through treacherous tracks, appreciating soul-cleansing waterfalls and awe-inspiring vistas. The plan for today has more of the same in store, with some nostalgia, fun, history, and discovery thrown in along the way.
Funny, this is the house that your father built with his own hands. This house here. I must admit, it looks a lot better today than the last time I was. It was so overgrown. But it's well taken care of, eh? It looks, a bit emotional shit, eh? It really looks good. Shame, man. Memories, bro. Memories, man.
After our short, somewhat emotional stop at Fani's childhood home, we blast out of Graskop in search of the first of many passes for the day. The next one is en route to the historical gold rush town of Pilgrim's Rest.
So this is the town of Pilgrim's Rest. This town and Heinersburg, where we were in the previous episodes, are the two gold rush towns of South Africa, including Barberton. It's another one. But this was a big gold rush town. Lots of corrugated iron houses. And this is the Royal Hotel. The legendary Royal Hotel. There's a bar here on the right, which is not open yet because it's breakfast time. But if the bar was open, we would have had a little something there.
The town was established in the early 1870s when alluvial gold was discovered, and the prospectors' population quickly boomed to 1,500 people. The original architecture remains largely unchanged since the heyday of the mining era, and the entire town has been declared a national monument.
It's a nice place, it's a touristy venue. Obviously the whole town is geared towards tourism, and buses and buses of foreigners stop here every single day. Well, it's a little less now.
Another economical casualty of the COVID pandemic.
Church, and and there are plenty places to have a lunch or a breakfast. I've lost my sense of self-respect there once or twice. But there's a town at the top and then there's a town at the bottom. So let's head down to the town at the bottom.
During the Second Boer War, Pilgrim's Rest housed the Emergency Mint, where the famous and extremely rare golden veldpond was struck. And in 1911, a hydroelectric power station was built in the Blyde River, supplying electricity to the town's tram system and making it only the second town in Southern Africa after Kimberley with street electricity.
And we park our bikes right in front of Johnny's. We can walk right here.
We're here in Pilgrims for breakfast. The Vine Restaurant at Johnny's pub.
Ja.
Say hello, Johnny.
Hallo. Welkom hier so hoor.
Lekker. So we're sticking a sticker up. Where would you like him?
Kom eens kyk.
Send me.
Ja.
Send me down. All right. So we are putting a sticker here. Say. So we've also been here. Thank you, Johnny.
Like falling out of a tree.
Like falling off a bike. As easy as that. What color is the toast? Black or white? It's a racist toast. If you eat too much white toast, it stays for 2 days. Yeah, low quick release. Yeah, Q20.
Johnny's pub never disappoints when you're looking for a good breakfast.
Check there. 50 miles, 100 miles, and 200 miles. These oaks are gonna run it. Are they mad? Don't they know about bikes? Switch me up. I think we should ride through the start. Don't you think? Yeah, I think we're gonna ride through the start.
Get down.
The next part of our route has no map or specific track. We're riding directly over Mount Moody in the direction of Sabie as the crow flies. On the outskirts of town, we head off on the first unknown track, following a loose compass bearing taking us up the hills and through the valleys of the northern Drakensberg once more. We might know where we're aiming at, but we have no idea of what lies ahead or what the road conditions might look like. Into the unknown we go.
Don't look left. Wat een horror. Yes, goeie. You lose it here, you lose it.
It was inevitable that someone would turn into a hooligan at some stage on these lovely roads. And, true to form, Adrian obliged. My first reaction was to join in, and then I remembered, last time we did this, I crashed my bike down the mountainside and cracked my vertebra. But still, I was ahead when it happened, so I guess it was worth it. This time, however, I decided to be the adult in this scenario and just let him pass and go ahead, allowing him to harass the other members of the group once they dare overshoot any turn. It was all fun and games, but with no road markers or specific GPS tracks, we took a wrong turn somewhere, and we decided to keep on going regardless, trying to correct our heading at every possible opportunity. The decision, however, forced us onto some rather gnarly tracks.
Kom maar op, gou vir Fritz asseblief eens. As ons daai voorwiel daai kant toe kan draai ja en opdag. Fritz, vat jy agter, dan vat ek hierso voor. Toe maar,
As jy gat kan kry agter. Sê wanneer jy reg is.
1 2 3.
We had no idea where we were, or where we were supposed to be. Not that it bothered us too much. The deteriorating track was rather nice, and the random obstacles easily passable. At some stage, we were even forced to improvise a go-around, past a controlled burn in the plantation. But when the track eventually ran into a dead end, we were forced to turn back on the trail to find another route over the neck of the mountain that was now agonizingly within spitting distance. Oh well, at least we now have an opportunity to traverse all those lovely obstacles again. Eventually back on track.
Yo, what a save. What a save. Hy was alles beplan.
If you know the mountain between Sabie and Pilgrim's Rest, this is the top. The radio antenna is just here. That is towards Sabie. And if you turn around, that is towards Pilgrim's Rest. So we are basically here in the neck, in this neck of the woods. And now we're going down. And we're probably going to veer off again, off the main track, onto some lovely little pine needle covered tracks going straight down the mountain, no contours. So let's see what happens.
Well, it starts off as a nice, flowing, rather well-maintained gravel road and an enjoyable ride. Until I started fiddling with my GPS and realized that we overshot a turn-off once again. The only thing left to do was to take the first random road in the correct direction and not tell a single soul that we are lost. Again. Well, if you're honest about it, technically we've been deliberately lost since the start of this ride.
So I think this might be it.
I think we're going to see this again just now when we come back.
Yes. I remember something like this. I'm not sure exactly where. There's some sort of reoccurring theme in our trip this week. This looks familiar. It's your deja vu.
And, of course, damp, slippery clay tracks at extreme angles are never ideal for heavy adventure bikes packed with luggage.
Hey boy.
Hey! They're playing Skittles.
Wag, wag.
Een, twee.
And totally by chance, we stumble upon one of the biggest surprises of the entire trip.
Holding onto the side rail. I'm on the wrong side. No, this is the right side of the side rail because that's why it's here, so you can hold onto it. Lovely falls. Top of the Lung Creek Falls, on the edge of the cliff. We are almost in Sabie, and then from Sabie, I think we'll have a bit of a refreshment, né, Henry? And then we hit Long Tom Pass and we go and see that cannon that we spoke about in the previous episodes. And we spoke. So good. And we'll speak about that cannon.
The 70-meter high falls has been declared a national monument and is truly a sight to behold. Now, to find our way through the maze of forestry service trails towards the tar road heading in the direction of Sabie.
was our scenic route for the day.
Oh, well done. That was very good.
Glad you liked it.
Ah, fantastic.
Bottle Paradise. You want to have a cold beer in Sabie?
Hey, talking my language.
Cheers to Sabie. Cheers to an awesome adventure ride.
So we are now riding the Long Tom Pass, named after the Long Tom Cannon that was originally set on this mountainside. And we are going to visit the place where it has been repaired and assembled again. And then we're heading up the Dragon's Tail, back again to the highest point close to the town of Mashishi, or Lightenberg, as some people still know it, and check out the masts from the top. It's quite a view back into the valley that we've just been at the bottom of.
This 150mm Crusoe Long Tom was one of 4 French siege guns purchased in 1897 by the Transvaal Republic and emplaced in 4 forts around the country's capital, Pretoria. During the Second Boer War, these guns were deployed as field guns, becoming a thorn in the side of the British forces and reaching legendary status. When the Boers eventually ran out of ammunition, all 4 guns were destroyed to prevent them falling into British hands. This cannon on the Long Tom Pass and the other one in Heinertsburg are the only 2 reconstructions still left. We climb even higher up this iconic tar pass, enjoying the smooth surface for a change, carving our way all the way to the summit. True to the Footpeg way, we find a side route that soon deteriorates into our favorite type of track, leading us to yet another magical hidden viewpoint.
Just check al daai paai daar regs, bro. Kyk daar, kyk regs.
The wind is blowing off this rock, but how pretty, how beautiful is this at the top of Long Tom Pass on the edge of the cliff. My word. And we've come from Sabie, which is there, and that big mountain to the left where the antenna is in the distance. That is the antenna we passed earlier today. And now here we're at the Long Tom antenna. My word, we've truly been on the Dragon's Tail. 2,300 meters close on, above sea level. How's that funny? 2,250 odd meters. What a climb, what a trip, what an experience! It's getting bloody emotional, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a perfect way to end it. I'm speechless.
With our spirits lifted, we head to a lunch at our favorite pub in Dullstroom, roughly another 80 kilometers away.
Heilerig raak so.
Nee bro, jy laat my hou.
Op 'n Vrydagmiddag raak ons nou heilerig. Sorry. Wat is dit?
Dis hy worsmes.
Yes.
Bradley meerkat nat.
Daar's hy. Thanks Henry.
Thanks,
Dit is
Henry.
hier julle. Hoop julle kan dit gebruik. Ja.
My ou.
Dit baie. Thanks Henry.
And that's a gentleman. That's a dragon's tail.
Sure.
I'm a little emotional, man.
Ja. Awesome.
To me, personally, it was a week of rediscovering my joy again.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My joy for bike riding, man.
It's back to my roots. It's where I was born, you know, so and the first time that I had the privilege to actually ride bike in the areas, you know. So it was an absolute privilege. Do you think like we did last night when we don't cry.
We saw some great places, awesome places, undiscovered places.
Yeah.
Places that I've never been, places that I've driven close by on tar and never took the time to have a look
And
at
you've
it.
been everywhere. How can you not have been?
No, I won't say been everywhere. But best of all is every time on a strip, when we reach a new point, we look back and you can actually see where we come from.
Yeah.
You can see through the valleys and it was awesome.
I also learned that it's okay to get lost. Because we got lost
Lost a lot.
every day.
We got lost a lot. It has been great seeing the man behind Proudly Meerkat and seeing the human being, as opposed to, you know, the social media who are.
Yes, it's a work for me, and I love the passion and the enjoyment of adventure riding. You guys gave me back, so I wanna thank Footpeg Diaries for that. And not just that, the guys that I've met. Awesome riding with everyone. Fritz behind the camera, old Frans dad at home. Here, buddy, get well soon. We missed you. Get well, but we love you.
Yeah.
And what an awesome guy, and the camaraderie, if that's the right word, that was amongst us all. And the one common factor, the passion and the love for adventure riding. Guys, awesome. Thank you, Footpeg. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, and Adrian. Yo. And that's the dragon's tail, gents. That is the dragon's tail. We are over it. And we're heading home.
Yeah.
Now we're slogging it the highway because Footpeg style. It's getting dark. And it might even rain. So slogging it down the highway. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing our passion on the Dragon's Tail, the northernmost part of the Drakensberg. What an experience. Thank you for riding with us on our Northern Drakensberg adventure over the past 2 months. Please subscribe to our channel to stay updated with news of our next road trip to discovery. Until then, keep the rubber side at the bottom.